Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sanjoku back again, playing live, bringing you a deck that's my own creation. Little twist on Vamps, bringing in a third color. Gonna let everybody see exactly what I'm running with. If you want to make it, go ahead. It's a pretty fun deck. It's probably a tier 2 deck, not so much a tier 1, just because the consistency is a little bit off. We're gonna go through a quick little deck tech. We're gonna run through some games, let you guys see how it plays. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment. If you have any ideas on how to possibly make it faster, let me know. If not, let's get into this and get it started. We're running 4 of the Knight of Even Legion. This card's pretty much, if you're running vampires, you're running 4 of this. You do not have a choice. Running 3 of the Vanguards, just for the indestructibility. You pay 4 life, he becomes indestructible. It saves him from board wipe, saves him from a lot of stuff. 2 Legion's Ends. You got to be able to take care of Hydrate Crisis. You have to be able to take care of those zombies when they start pumping out. This card will take care of both of it for you. 4 Lieutenants. Got to have the bump. We're bringing in blue for 3 different reasons. This card right here, which is truly unbelievable. If you'd ever run blue-black, you know the power of this card. It is insane. We're only running 3 just because I need an open space on the back end, but 3 seems to be working for us. 4 Sorns. Got to have Sorns to launch the back of this deck. If you can drop the Haunt of the High Tower on turn 3, that is a true game changer. 2 Mortifies to hit the enchantments. There's a few super strong enchantments out there right now. You got to be able to get them off the board as fast as possible. 2 Sanctum Seekers. 2 Silencers. Silencer's just a kill spell, but if you get 3 kill spells with it, you win the game. He disappears and goes back to your hand after you do it, but he's also a good blocker when he first comes out, so he's a good one to have in there on the back end. 4 Night Veil Predators. This card is insane. You will see it in the gameplay. He is impossible to hit. He's flying, so he gets above everybody. True headache for the people you're playing against. Champion of the Dust for the card draw. Gotta have it. 1 Lily, just because I really like having her in the deck. Plus, late game, if they can sacrifice 2 creatures, you can usually pretty much take that pretty quick. And then Haunt of the High Tower. I truly believe this card is truly overpowered. I've built a few decks around it. I'll be on the channel in a couple days or so. If you have any ideas on this card, though, please let me know. If you can keep this card on the board, you win the game. And I thought about running some God Willings just to save it, but at the same time, I didn't have room in the hand for it. But this card is so mean. We are running a plethora of different lands in here. 6 plains, 1 island, 7 swamps, 1 glacial fortress, 1 hallowed fountain, 2 godless shrines, 3 isolated chapels, 1 temple of silence, 1 drowned catacomb, and 1 watery grave. I know I need to get these lands. Got a few wild cards open. Like everybody else, I saved my wild cards for the next big deck. I had the vampire tournament deck fully built. There's a video where I ran some tournaments with that. I really enjoy that deck, but I hate net decking, and it's becoming very boring to me. So if you want to try something new, something that's a little bit better for rotation coming up, I highly suggest this deck. I think you'll have a lot of fun. Let's jump into some gameplays, and I'll show you how it works. This deck's pretty resilient, much like the other vampire decks. You don't burn yourself out right at the beginning. You actually have a mid-range game to this. If you play a control deck and they get way ahead of you, much like any other deck, you're probably just going to get took. This deck's pretty fast. I think you guys will like this. Let's see what the old Chaotic Waffle has for us. Got all 3 colors, got the Lieutenant, got the Mortify, got the Erasure. This isn't going to be the fastest hand, but we have some stuff, and we're going first, so we will keep this. Drop the Watery Grave. Enter it, tap, pass the turn. Got the Silencer. play the lieutenant out. See if he sticks around. Really want to take a look at his hand after this one. Want to be able to grab his 3-drop pluses. See if he has a cast down here. Nope, he's going for the red. Bring out the chapel. Let's see what we're working with here. He has the murder and the chupacabra. Actually more worried about this. The combos that are built around this Dryad can do some serious work. Cavalier. Actually have answers for that, so I think we're just going to go ahead. See where his mana's at. We're going to take the Dryad. We don't want any part of that. We'll keep the Legion on top. We're going to swing in because there's no chance that he blocks this. He's not going to sacrifice his mana ramp, especially since I've seen his hand. He's working with a lot of double black in there, so he has the mana that he needs. See his 4 drops coming. Probably going to take the lieutenant. We'll play out this one. Chupacabra's pretty much done his work, so we're going to bring this out. Well, he has the murder still in hand. Let's play the control game with him. And then we'll drop this just to see if we can get that murder out of his hand. I'd rather he spend it on a 1-drop. Willing to guess he did not get into another land if he hasn't played it yet. We'll see. He might just be thinking here. Oh, the waffle just passed his turn, so that means he's leaving the murder open. He's waiting to see what we got here. I'd really like to try to bait it out of his hand. Stick a land down there. Let's see if we can swing in. We're going to juice him just to see if we can fetch that murder. So I know he has it. He knows he has it. Can't drop this silencer because he's just going to take it right away. I'd really like to save it. Let's tap that. There it is. We have Death Sprout too. Get another forest. We can top deck a mana here. We can go ahead and get Lily out because that murder ain't going to help it. We can go ahead and take both of those. I'll take this too. There's the isolated chapel. Drop Lily.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me.
Now if he sacrifices 2 creatures, it's still going to expose Lily to be killed. Either way, I have to keep an eye out here, so let's make him sad.
You would be more useful in the grave.
willing to guess the Legion's going to be the one that stays, just because he can pump it. There it is. So he'll pump that, take Lily off the board. We'll have the silencer on the back end that's still going to get murdered right off the board. But we took away the Cavalier from him because he needed... Oh, he does have the 3 black. So he's probably going to bring this at me next turn. There's the pump. He'll take his counter.
Well, this was unpleasant.
We'll play the champion just to get the draw right here. I know he's going to get taken out. Into a Sanctum Seekers. We're going to start pumping some stuff out here. We're going to make him burn all this stuff. He's not going to have a choice here. He's debating that Cavalier or the murder right now. He's going to swing in. He's going to pump him up. We know that's happening, so we're not going to put the block out there. We're going to make him use one of the kill stones to get this off the board. He doesn't want to play the Cavalier because he doesn't want to have to sack the Legion. So he's probably going to launch this murder out, hoping for a third creature. Played nothing. We got 6 mana, so let's drop Legion's End. See what that third card is in his hand. Rotten Register. He does not want any part of that card right now. Come out, drop the Sanctum Seeker. If this doesn't trigger that murder, I'm not sure what's going to here. He might save it to block this attack, but leaving that Seeker on the board is a terrible idea. He's taking 1, I gain 1. Still leaving that murder open. I don't know what he is waiting on with this thing. I don't know if he thinks I'm holding something magical, but those are 2 of the best cards you have in this deck right here. So if he's not murdering this, I'm going to drop the Silencer next turn. There's a slim chance that that's what he's waiting to target. And just so you guys can see this card come out. There's the murder. Thank you very much. If you play that, you're going to have to... You won't even be able to play your Cavalier. You might as well pass it back to me. Swing in here. Take that forward, drop the Silence. Either one of these that he drops, I'm going to kill it on the next turn. Because he can't be blocked, so I'm going to get the damage. And then I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice his creature, and that'll go back into my hand. If he doesn't block, I'm going to tap him for 7 here. There's the red. Got to have something here that I can't see that he's going to discard. 7/6. We'll go ahead and swing in the unblockable. Go to 4, play the Shrine, enter it tap. Picked up a land. This has to be a little creature. second to sacrifice. Really nothing we can do right there. Couldn't swing into that and just kill that dude for no reason. +5. I'd have to do that twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should be able to. Just kind of void that card out. I don't think he realized that could happen twice. That was a big part of his game plan right there. Him swinging that, we're just going to go ahead and take that. I highly doubt he has something that's going to pump him up that much if he doesn't have anything. This should be a little blocking creature dropped here. If it's not, he just handed me this game and made a big mistake, so this has to be something. Sack the other Cavalier. No, kept the other Cavalier. So we're going to play Sorin here.
I drink only the finest, and you smell well aged.
Try to think. If we use Sorin, we could pump him to make him a 5/5 with Death Touch and Lifelink. We'd still have the mana to pump him to give him Death Touch and Lifelink. Let's do that instead of dropping that Predator on him.
My bloodline flows through you.
Swing in with both. It's going to force him to make a play here. If he blocks here, we're just going to pump it and give it Death Touch. He's going straight to the damage. Now we got him down to 2, so as long as we can play, even if we take 8 to the face here, we can just sack one of these guys next turn and that's game. Sorin is a stupidly powerful card. He has to clear this board or it's over. He either has to clear this board, gain some life. Green, black, it's tough. He's got 8 coming at me, so he'll be back to 10. Gonna swing them both.
That was the act of a coward.
People. Already had to have something, or that was about to be a really stupid play. Got the Drowned Catacomb. Now we can save Sorin. We'll go ahead and drop the flyer out there. Not at all what he wanted to see right there. We still have the mana open that we can pump the Legion.
Our fiends thirst for life.
We need to make sure we're getting our own life gain back here. Let's go to next. We'll attack everybody. He might try to adapt this for 3. I don't think it'll really make a difference. I think he's pretty much just willing to sacrifice this. Bounce us back to 17. He's going to get another 8 here. Actually, he won't, because I will sacrifice this Predator to one of these just to get it off the board, because that's going to open me wide up. If he drew a land right here, he's kind of screwed. He's going to have to swing both of these at Sorin if he wants Sorin off the board. Murder's not the worst thing that happened to us there. So put the block there. Kill that off. Put a card back into his play.
This is not my final demise!
Might be that troll. Yeah, I figured it was that troll. Got the Haunt of the High Tower. 4/5. This card, it's got flying and lifelink. Let's see what we can do here. Gains hexproof until the end of the turn. So we'll go ahead and swing this in just to try to get that off the board. Him taking 5 here would be a terrible mistake on his behalf. I know he's going to get the 4 back, so I will let him through. Let's see if that's a murder. We're going to take that 4, because we'll be able to use him to block next turn. And this is going to keep going through untouched, and he's going to have to discard, and he's going to keep getting stronger. Let's see if he has a way to kill it. Choose target. Target players, each of them searches their library for a card. No. Not sure what he's going after. I'm going to stick Sorin back in my hand. This card's really going to help him jack himself up. So I get to play my Sorin.
I am bound to nothing beyond my own obligations. I bestow a mighty curse.
Willing he went out to give himself a kill spell here. So we're going to attack him. He's going to have to sacrifice a card if he was holding one, which makes this card so stupidly strong. Definitely getting in for 5 flying Death Touch lifelink here. Let's see what kill spell he went and got. Oh,
Together, we will prevail.
that's actually huge for us. Neither one of these guys have any kind of reach. He's gonna make a land.
Rise, my elemental friend.
He has vigilance and haste, but we're not too worried about him.
Curse your bloodline.
Got him to 6. Let's see. 5. Trying to think what would be the best thing to kill off here. I pretty much have to take this troll or that land. That land's going to pump him. See, this is what's cool about this. I'm going to play this Legion's End. This Legion's End going to put that troll in his graveyard, make him a 6/6, and that's game. Now he's got hexproof. That would have been perfect. We will still swing in. Let's go just this. Straight at his face. Leave this blocker open. He has to get something with reach out here. He can make another 3/3 if he wants to. There's the Prowler. Prowler doesn't have reach on it. You can go ahead and make another land here.
The land fights for us.
If he swings in that Cavalier, just take all that. We'll kill the Cavalier off. Honestly, we might just take every bit of this. Because that'll put a creature back into his hand again. Gonna get that gain anyways. We'll go ahead and take one of his lands. Makes him a 6/6. I think he realized what he just did there. So we'll attack him in right at his face. Tell him good game. That one went out a lot longer than it was supposed to with this deck, but it shows you that the vampire deck won't just get destroyed like that. If you were playing the normal vampire deck, that game would have been over about 10 turns ago, but you can stay with them and keep moving. Let's go ahead and jump into another one real quick. We'll play one more just so you guys can kind of see if it goes a little bit faster. It's not totally rotation proof, but it's getting closer where it needs to be. Got the Vanguard and the Erasure. We do not have the blue mana to drop that. Then we got our 5 and a 6 drop. Our opponent goes first, so we are definitely going to mulligan this hand. Well, we got all 3 colors. We'll be able to get into his hand quick. We'll be able to drop the Legion right away. Let's go ahead and keep this. We can top deck a Sorin here. We will be in good shape. We will go ahead and drop the High Tower back to the bottom. Playing red. Got our 2 drops, so that worked out well. We're going to eat 2. Drop the Legion. See if we get shocked off the board. That's alright. We'll play the Isolated Chapel. Let's see what he's looking like here. He's got the Harpooner coming, the Hellkite, Land of War Elves, Bound Crag. really debating on taking this elf out of his hand. Because he has the root bound, but then he's stuck on mana. This will give him the bump that he needs next turn. So he'll be able to play this and this next turn. We're going to take this elf just to see if we can slow him down, because we have the power coming. Got a land. That'll actually give us our 5th land, so we'll keep that on top. Should play that and then drop his harpoon there. We will drop our 3rd land. If this sticks around, it's going to make our Sanctum Seeker a 4/5 when it hits the board. It's incredibly hard for red to deal with. We're just going to take no blocks here. There's 1 mana away from dropping the big guys. So we'll drop the Seeker. Can't cast non-creature spells. That is pretty dirty. He doesn't have his 5th mana here. Double block here, but I'm going to get some life back here. He's not. I'm willing to take this to the face. Plus I'll be able to get some draw power next time. 3/3 Riot. Play that out. Take another hit here. Got the Legion's End and the Sorin we could drop next turn, so if we can stay alive here, actually be in pretty good shape. The Seeker, I could see him double blocking the kill. We're going to have to keep some people back. We're going to have to sacrifice the Lieutenant on this next turn just to get to this Legion's End. So that Legion's End will take care of him. And we could take care of that Harpooner in 1 turn, then we just have this 6/6 to deal with. But with Sorin, we can make him a 6/6. So no attacks. If he gets his 5th mana here, we're screwed. Not gonna lie. These 2 things will be incredibly hard for us to deal with. So we sack the Lieutenant. That really hurt. Bring this. Bring this. Two 6/6s. Well, we might end up taking this one. I cannot stop those 2 right there. If I sack both these creatures to it, Sorin won't help me next turn. The Gunda Ranger got me. Good game, buddy. Like I said, the consistency is not perfect on this deck. If you have any suggestions, comment below. Let me know what you think. I'll read through all the comments, trying to see what's going on, seeing what other decks I can build and bring out. I'm going to run a few more decks later on this week, and I might do another one later tonight. So please like, share, subscribe. I always go live. I try to bring new decks, try to bring some budget decks, I bring some tournament decks out there. If you like what you see, I'm really trying to grow this channel, so please join on and we'll see what we can do next time. Have a good night, guys.